The first time I really looked at Menokin as a building, I was amazed at the experience of just looking at something that had lasted that long. I realized, obviously, that it was a ruin. It was a collapsed house, but it represented the experience and background of people who created a nation out of what was originally a series of colonies. And so in 2009, to experience Menokin, driving down the driveway, walking up to the building, and seeing this amazing collection of brick and stone and the remnants of a wood roof was an extraordinarily overpowering introduction to 18th century technology.
There's a lot of original woodwork that's still in very good shape, and we literally filled a tractor trailer with the original interior woodwork. Fabulous wood paneling, architraves, mantles, doors, all of it had been saved, and we were privileged to bring it back home to Menokin.
Taylor and I went to see it. We were so young and naive that we thought we could restore it. And I guess it was in the early 60s, yes, in the early 60s. And it just captured my imagination.
I thought, well, we've got all the pieces, and as Martin says, it's a jigsaw puzzle. We've got the picture on the box and we've got all the pieces. So why can't we just put it back and restore it? And so I became very enthusiastic with that in mind, that was the way to go.
The group that's been formed here, and I think the advisory group is an incredible collection of knowledge and people, and it's actually one where people respect each other and listen to each other, and they're not dismissive, and it's a very open environment. And I teach as well, and I'm an academic, but this is a very open forum, and I find it's, in some ways, that I find that kind of very energetic.
I realized that this idea of using glass to replace what was missing provided an opportunity that was unique. And I became very fascinated by this concept of using the fabric that's there and glass to recreate something that nobody in the historic preservation field had ever done before.
The sort of traditional way of joining things and putting them back together and sort of hiding how things were done at that time period, is something that is different here, and that we're trying to keep exposed the different systems that were used and the different types of construction. And methods for the stone and for the wood, and all of that sort of cut through view, sort of how it was built is really exciting, just from an engineering standpoint.
In the end, someone may come to Menokin thinking they're going for a specific reason or to learn something about. And they may walk away learning something else. And it's an academic kind of experience, but it's also very open. And I feel like it's an experience that we've had as advisors, that every time I come here, I'm listening and hearing, and I learn something new.
We do it because we need to pay a debt to this man. Francis Lightfoot, a person who put his life on the line by putting his signature to a document that changed the course of world history, and I think very much for the better.